I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it.
Today, from Austin, Texas, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Austin Armadillos taking on the Orlando Wizards.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Wizards and the Austin Armadillos. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Austin team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Orlando, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
First down, Wizards.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 53 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
To number 88.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The numbers for Davis last week, 14 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Leading the league in rushing after week 1. You know he'd love to double down and continue that type of play here in week 2.
On second down, Davis.
The ball carried by.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 13. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down carry for Davis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's second and 8. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, here's 2nd and 3.
The 27
on play action. They'll throw. That escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, a give to Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Number 29.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Second and 6. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Davis. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Armadillos 3.
Good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 22-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Orlando.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
For the running back.
A gain of 3, second down.
The 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Armadillos 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
17-yard line. A gain of 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
10. Armadillos 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Over the middle, complete. It's West. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
42.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Wizards 10, Armadillos 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 9 now. And he rifles one incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Down. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's now fourth down and less than a yard.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Wizards 10, Armadillos 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him What does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On first down, it's Davis, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd and 2. It's complete to Parker, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
Wizards 10.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later. But make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
Armadillos 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Boston's offense ready to go again. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And the lead is now 2. Just a 4-play drive that time.
The score, Armadillos 19, Wizards 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They'll take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in a tight two-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Rams losers last week. They need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Seahawks hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down
and the blitz does come. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
10 yards to go.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys find
you get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
First down and 10.
Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The 43-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call that a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Davis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now Davis.
And 3.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Another.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
The pass.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
37-yard line.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another carry for the running.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of
that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you did.
Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. That time, a 9-play drive.
The score, Armadillos 26, Wizards 24.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it's Davis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Orlando.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter. What we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over. 1st down and 10.
Cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The 18-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will push his way at the 3.
I won't call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And 10 at their own 31-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to number 20.
And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Armadillos 32.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 30-yard line.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. Back to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for number 7.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete from the contact.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home